Politico has admitted to making a mistake in sending the Democratic National Committee an advance copy of an entire article that one of its reporters had written. However, it does say that even though they did that and they shouldn't have, sending the article to the DNC did not have any ramifications or did not lead to any changes in the article. Now, I should note that the article was very critical of Hilary Clinton and her fundraising efforts. However, the writer wanted to send it to the DNC to see whether or not there were any comments or anything that the DNC wanted to chime in on. Let me give you the details on that. So in an April 29th email thread, DNC National Press Secretary shared Ken Vogel's detailed questions with others working to coordinate the response to what would be an unflattering story about fundraising efforts. So what they are claiming they did was they wanted to send the advance copy, give the DNC an opportunity to respond, and then depending on the response, that would have some impact on the article. However, they're claiming that it didn't have an impact on the article and that even though they shouldn't have sent the full piece to the DNC, it's standard operating procedure to get a comment from the other side.
So this is this nuanced story.
Yeah.
So, number one, it is sometimes normal. For example, if I get interviewed, sometimes the person who interviewed me will send me back my quotes because I did it over the phone and say, are these accurate? They don't send me the article, they send me the quotes. I think that's good journalism because you don't want to misquote a person and you're making sure. And I say, yes, those are accurate, or very rarely I'll say, no, I actually said this word and not that word. Good, you got it more right. It's not me changing the story at all, and if I tried to, they wouldn't let me. So that's good journalism. In this case, though, they sent the whole article. When you send the whole article, that's basically like any part of this that you want to, disagree on.
How would you like to torpedo this?
Right. But two parts that then come out of that, further nuance. Number one, the article was, remember, against the Hillary Clinton team. They sent to the Hillary Clinton team. And the Hillary Clinton team, this was about the money laundering that they did in the Democratic Party, where Hillary Clinton donors would give to the DNC and to the state parties, and they would funnel the money back into Hillary Clinton's campaign. And then they would say, oh, we gave to the state parties. Aren't we so great? And Hillary Clinton's helping the state parties. And Politico in that article proved only 1% of the money stayed at the state parties. So it was actually a devastating article. And the Hillary Clinton team had the article ahead of time. They couldn't dispute it.
It's amazing.
They got sent that article, and they had nothing to dispute. So they said, okay, and they ran the story as is. So that's also interesting to know. So finally, why did he do it? Because he wrote a scathing article that was actually a very good article. So why did he bother sending it to Hillary Clinton? Because he still needs access. That's him saying, yes, I'm kicking your ass with this article, but don't worry, I'm still a good guy. You could also plant stories with me, and I'm going to be super fair to you, so make sure you don't cut off my access, even though I'm writing this tough article about you.
Do you think that's, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of speculation. Not kind of, I think it is speculation.
No, of course, I don't know Ken Vogel, and I haven't seen the internal emails on that particular part, so you're right to say that's speculation, but I'm guessing my analysis based on what I know about the media is that is part of why Ken sent that article over to them for pre-approval.
But so let me just give the most generous reading of that, right? That was him playing chess, right? It's like, I'll make them think that I'm on board with them, and if this article is going to cut them off at the knees, but still, they're going to think I'm a good guy. Meanwhile, I'm beating their head in. Maybe. So I mean, that's the most generous reading. Yours, most likely, but I'm just saying that's what he's going to say.
Yeah. Or, on the other hand, it lets you do actual journalism and show that they were doing something wrong, but it gives them a chance to be warned that the topic is coming out, and so maybe they have a day or two to get ahead of it in the news and start talking about their fundraising or whatever.
You know what else was interesting about this? PolitiFact, it was already accused that the money wasn't going to the down. So the money that Hillary was raising, they're saying, oh, half of that goes to the down ticket people, and this article proved it wasn't 1% was going to them. And then PolitiFact at first had said that they said it was half true. It's completely...
No, they said it was mostly true. Yeah. After the article, they said it was half true.
After the article, they said it was half true.
What do you mean? After the article, it was only 1% true.
Right.
They proved it.
1%.
And the Hillary Clinton people didn't even deny it.
Wait, Jake.
And so isn't that 99% not true?
That's right.
To be fair, last week on Melania Trump's plagiarism, accusations that she plagiarized, it was mostly true.
Oh, no,
Sorry, the defense of it was mostly false. Them saying she hadn't plagiarized. No, that's fucking pants on fire. She
Yeah,
fucking
that's totally
plagiarized.
false. Totally false. But they're afraid to call it out for exactly what it is.
Sometimes
Against
it's
the
hard.
powerful. Against the
Sometimes it's
powerful.
hard, but sometimes it's not.
No, but by the way, if you're powerless though, they will then it's easier for them to call you out. So if it's like Bernie Sanders and they think he's never going to get into power, easier to say, oh yeah, no, that wasn't right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although they didn't get much of an opportunity to do that because Sanders didn't lie. So now, finally, again, concentrate on two things here. Ken Vogel wrote a really good article. Be fair to him, it was. And then secondly, understand how the game is played. Even in the best case scenario where they write a great article, they still want to play ball enough to keep relationships
Yeah.
good enough to get the next story to get access. My best guess is that's Vogel going, I'm not burning a bridge here. I did all I could to give you a heads up on this and to respond to this. So remember, I'm still a team player. We're still cool.